And we are live, and today we are going to be discussing how to discover your gift, how to find out, how to identify, how to discover your God-given gifts. So previously in the series of gift, we've been discussing how gift is the one tool that God has given you to take you to the top. And we've said in our previous videos that your gift makes room for you. So if you have a challenge finding out what you should do in this world, what people should recognize you for, and you have a challenge of finding your place in the world, what actually is missing is your gift. Once you find it, once you discover it, and once you launch it, once you start executing it, once people start noticing it, then the world is going to accommodate you. It's going to give you your space as a person. Then we said that the gift is your tool that gets you into the table of the great men. So if you want to meet with the great people, if you want to associate with the great people, the only component that you have that can take you there is going to be your gift. So we have been building up on this series, coming up with the ideas on how your gift is going to influence your identity as a person, and how it affects your personality, and how it affects your place in the world. And today, because of request, I'm going to be discussing how to discover your gift. Then your gift is not going to be useful to you if you have it, but you never know it. So the key thing is to discover it, but beyond discovering it is to use it, to manifest it, so that it can be help to you, and it can be of help to other people, and also as a way of serving God. So let's get into it. So how do you discover your gift? Now, this is the funny thing, that our gifts are usually hidden in our plain sight. They are right there in your daily thing. Every day you use your gift one way or the other, either knowingly or unknowingly, and every day you are interacting with your gift. So it's upon you to realize that it's there and it's getting used, but also to awaken to the fact that now you need to know it consciously and apply it willfully so that it can be of help to you. Now, there are two main questions that you must ask yourself to find out what gift you have. Number one is, what do I do with the most little effort? What can I do with the minimum effort as a person? That is number one. Number two, what do people recognize me for? What do people recognize me for? When people are talking about me, what do they relate me with? Those two questions are going to help you narrow down your journey of finding your gift. Now, beyond those two questions, I'm going to give you 10 good tips that will help you know your gift. Now, your gift can range in many things. It can be anything, you know. I don't think I personally know all the gifts in the world, and I don't think I'm going to know all of them by the time I'm done. But your gift is that thing which you do with the utmost ease that gives you satisfaction after doing it. It is that thing you do with your utmost ease, and it gives you a lot of satisfaction in the end. Now, that can be writing, could be cooking, it could be swimming, it could be sorting, it could be designing, it could be comedy, it could be poetry, it could be dance, it could be singing, it could be art, it could be anything. But you do it with your utmost ease, and it gives you satisfaction once you're done doing it. Now, point number one, you look out for the thing that gives you ease, a sense of ease when you do it. That means when you are executing it, you feel some form of rest. Even though it is work, you kind of feel you are relaxed in doing it. That's your gift. Now, anything else that is not your gift, you're going to struggle, you're going to hustle to do. All right? It's just like the subjects that we study in the school. You find that there's one subject that you do with a lot of ease, but the other subjects you really have to hustle your way up. So that's number one. Find that one thing that you do with a lot of ease. Number two, that one thing which you do that makes you lose track of time. What do you do that makes you forget time? That once you get into it, you can do it for a long time. For example, when I get to speaking, I probably intended to speak for 1 hour, and I think this is common with those guys who I take through trainings and all that. But I end up doing more than an hour almost every time. And it's not that I don't know how to manage time, but sometimes I just feel like I have a lot to say and I want to make sure that they get it. So what is it that you do that once you start doing, you lose track of time? Could it be singing? Could it be sweeping? Could it be cooking? Could it be swimming? Could it be anything that makes you lose track of time? That's the second thing you check. Number three, you can gather information from the people around you, especially people that know you. People that know you, especially from your childhood, could be your siblings, could be your parents, could be those neighbors you've lived on for a long time, you've lived close by for a long time. You could ask them, what do you see as my gift? Now, consider this as input. It should not be the information you use to finally decide what your gift is, but just consider it as input. So ask them, what do you think? What do you think I'm gifted at? What do you see I do best? And as you gather that information, it's going to light some bulbs in your mind. And what you're looking to find out is whatever they are going to say that resonates with you. Okay? As they speak, what is it that they mention that also makes your heart jump? Okay? Whatever resonates with you, it's part of your gift. All right? Could be your gift or part of your gift. The other thing you must look for is, what was your childhood interests? What are the things that you liked in your childhood? A lot of time, our gifts are so exposed in our childhood. A lot of times, our gifts are very exposed in our childhood. But as we go along with life, we start hiding our gifts because of our education systems. And we start focusing on our schooling and all that. And we forget our gifts. So you want to ask yourself, what did I like when I was young? What was I passionate about when I was young? What did I used to do a lot when I was young? And along those lines, you're going to find your gift. Number 5, what talents or gifts of others inspire you? For example, I'm speaking to you now. How do I inspire you? Do I inspire you by my content? Or do I inspire you by what I do? There are people you like watching. They are footballers, could be athletes, could be actors, could be singers, could be artists of all kinds. It could be pieces of art. It could be anything. What is it that you like following? Who is it that you follow? And how do they inspire you? A lot of time, the people that you follow, the content that you follow inspires you, 1, educates you, 2, but number 3, it could be an expression of who you are that has not been able to manifest, and that is why you follow. For example, I follow motivational speakers, not because that I'm learning so much from them, but because they resonate with me. There's a part of me that resonates with them. I follow writers, authors, because I am also an author. So there's a part of me that resonates with them. So the question to you is, what is it that you follow that resonates with you? That could be part of your gift, or it could be your gift. All right? The other point is, you journal your thoughts. If you really want to know what you're gifted at, start by journaling. You write down your thoughts, and then you reflect on your journals. What do I mean? You write down for a whole month, what are your thoughts, what made you happy, what made you angry, what excited you. Then you journal that consistently for a period. That could be a month, 2 months, or whatever period you can. Then after some time, you take your journal and look back And this is what you'll be surprised to see, that the things that excite you are the same over time. The things that make you sad are the same over time. The things that make your heart jump, they are the same. And along those lines, you will easily find out what you are gifted at. The other point is you do a personality test. Now, when we do a personality test, there are generally two kinds of personalities. We have the introverts and we have the extroverts. Those are just two general personality types. Now, there are gifts that are well to do with extroverts and there are gifts that are well to do with introverts. Which one works for you? The other point you need to look at is the four general kinds of personalities. We have the cholerics, we have the melancholics, we have the phlegmatics, and we have the sanguines. Which category do you fall? And what gifts are very much manifested by the group of personalities that you are part of? Just be observant. Be observant. What is found in for example, these guys we call cholerics is not the same gifts that are found with the melancholics. All right, it's not the same. The gifts that are found with phlegmatics are not the same as the ones we find with the sanguines. So you need to identify what is your personality type and what kind of gifts are available within that personality type. The other thing that you need to check if you're looking for your gift is that you review your interests. Now, as a mature person, there are things that interest you. There are things that you like to follow up with. Maybe it's comedy shows, it's a TV series, it could be books, it could be business, it could be technology, it could be football, it could be anything, it could be food, it could be anything, it could be medicine. Whatever that interests you a lot, there's a part of you that wants that kind of expression. So along those lines, one of your interests is part of your gifts. All right? Then the other thing you need to check is your passion. What are you passionately crazy about? Now, you can be passionate about taking care of kids, street kids. You could be passionate about forests. You could be passionate about wild animals. You could be passionate about internet. Could be passionate about technology. Whatever your passion falls, around that area your gift also falls. So you need to check your passion and which area in your passion can what the tools that you have function in. That is going to be your area of gift. Then the other point, it should be number 8, is you look at your family gifts. Now, all of us come from families, and in those families there are gifts that are predominantly in the family. For example, you come from a family of musicians, so you find like your cousin is a musician, your brother is a musician, maybe your dad was a musician, one is in the choir, the other one is a normal artist, the other one plays an instrument. You find that in this one family, there's a lot of people who are talented or gifted in music. Maybe your talent is in that line. The other people who come from families where we have entrepreneurs. So your brother owns a chain of hospitals, your sister owns a chain of supermarkets, the other guy does e-commerce, and all the fellows in your home, maybe they are in one way or the other in business. Could be that also part of your gift is in the same line with your family line. So it's good to observe what gifts are present in your family and what you could do with them. The other number is number 9. You can check what you feel. Sometimes there are things that we feel strongly about, but they are not in our families, they are not in anything we have done. So it feels strange because they attract you and yet they are not anywhere along the line of what you do. Could be like something like you feel strongly to treat people, but in your family no one has ever been a doctor or anything of the sort. it is good to be careful about such strong feelings that don't leave you anytime soon. So observe through those lines, and I think it's going to be very easy for you to find your gift. If you would answer every of those 10 tips that I have told you, you'll find that one answer is common in over 6 to 10 questions, and the common answer is your gift. And once you find it, that's when you launch yourself. That is when your identity is intact. That is when you go into business. So once you find your gift, what do you do with it? You try it. You try it, you find a place where you can offer yourself for free. You can volunteer in government offices, you can volunteer in social works, you can volunteer anywhere to test your gift. You can give services for free to confirm it is your gift. Remember, your gift is that one thing you do with your utmost ease, but it gives you the highest level of fulfillment. Your utmost ease, but gives you the highest level of fulfillment. And once you find it, you manifest it, and then you'll find a way of monetizing it. You can't monetize a gift before you manifest it. You can't leverage on what you haven't worked on. So first of all is to find it, then manifest it. Once you manifest it, you train it. Once you train it, then you monetize it. So I'm going to be coming up with a video on how to monetize your gift, monetize your talent, and how you can make money with it. How you can create a place for you in the world, how you can create a room for yourself in the world through your gift. So guys, I hope that is going to help. I don't forget to tell you about my book, because it's the book that is going to get you there, all right? For anyone who feels stuck, anyone who wants to make progress, anyone who wants to invest on themselves, this is the copy that you start with. Grab this copy. It's only 1,000 Kenya shillings, that is 10 USD, and it's going to be the book that bridges you from where you are to where you want to be. So thank you guys. I recognize all of you who are in. I see you, Zoe. I see Harriet. Thank you very much for coming on board for this live. I hope it helps. As always, invest in you and take the lead.